We got the idea for the show when we were doing Hedwig last year. We would all go out after the show and everybody would sit around and tell their rock and roll stories. And what we kind of realized was that everybody had a great rock and roll story. Everybody has a very personal connection to rock and roll. So we started to do interviews with other people and ask them, like, what's your rock and roll story? And what we found out is that everybody has some kind of relationship to it. Everybody has a song that reminds them of the specific time in their life. Whether you play music or not, you have a relationship to it. We also found some stories of people who they had met their idol, or they'd gotten to play in bands with them, those kind of things. But for the most part, what we found the most interesting was people who had a genuine connection to the music going through it. So we started to compile these things as much as we could, and then we started to ask for rights to songs. We got turned down by a lot of people at first, and then we got this great letter that Dad had written to his daughter about how he'd seen Bruce Springsteen the night before, how he had met him, and how seeing like a live event is very important to him, and he hopes that she always sees music as long as she grows old. And so we sent the letter in with our request to Bruce Springsteen, and he was the first person to say yes. So then we started contacting people and saying, like, we're doing the show and we have a Bruce Springsteen song in it, could we also have yours? And then the Rolling Stones said yes, and then we would call and say, Bruce and the Rolling Stones have done it. So we consider Bruce Springsteen to be the patron saint of the show, because he is the one person that stopped all the no's and started a yes and then allowed us to come do it.